Hello and welcome back. This is video 6. In the last video, I started off with some refactoring. I changed around some of the models. I rearranged the fields here, and also I added these test and verbose options to the make_tick class method. And for this video, I'm going to add those options to the base or to this management command. So right now it's just hard coded. I'm going to have it so that you can enable or disable the test and verbose options from the command line. And then after that, I'm going to add options to these installed graph sets. So right now, up until this point, these installed graph sets have to be classes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it so that you can add options. So if you can see, like, option 1 equals true, or you can basically just do whatever. So I'm gonna implement that also if there's time. So first I'm gonna do this. So basically the way you do this is you add it's like something like this where you go. Then I don't remember how to do it, so I'm going to have to look it up. But it's something like add argument. So I'm going to go to my browser and just do a Google search. Yeah, add arguments. So I'm just going to copy this in. And we're not going to use positional arguments for this, but it'll be a named argument, and we're going to call it test. And then we'll add just copy it, and we'll add one for the verbose. And when you invoke this management command with these arguments, the options get passed into this options list. So I'm going to test this by just printing the options. And yeah, so verbose is false, and test is false. So now I can do, now it says test is true, and it will say verbose equals true. So to pass this on, I'm just going to say and now we'll test it. So I'll do test first. So what this does is it just runs these polls, and it just doesn't save it to the database. So to verify that it works, I'll just go to the admin and just verify that it's not, yeah, nothing's here. And so now I'll test verbose, and it should look the same, but the difference is that it actually stores it into the database. So now it should be populated, and there it is. And then I'll just test with nothing. Yeah, so what that does is it just prints nothing, but it still stores it to the database. So that works also. So that's done. Now the next thing I'm going to do is make it so that you can have options here. So I'm going to start off with just empty options, just because that's the easiest. So with this base, I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to try to run it and see what happens. And it should crash. That's because it says this force failure object is not callable. And if you go up one line in the traceback, it says it's happening on line 26. And it's this line right here, Graphset instance equals Graphset. So I'm going to go to there in the code. Line 26 is right here. So this line. And it's failing, the first one's fine, but it's failing on the second one because it's already an instance. And so you can't instantiate that's something that's already instanced because it's not callable. So what we want to do is we want to do a check first. So if is instance this is basically saying that if the Graphset, which is what's installed, is already an instance of the Graphset class, then Graphset instance will just be the Graphset, and we don't do anything. Otherwise, we'll assume it's a class, and we will instantiate it. So now if we try it, it's telling me that this is not defined. We forgot to import. Now it works. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to do an extra check. So like let's say someone put in something that's completely wrong. So in this case, 13 is neither a class of a Graphset or a instance of a Graphset. So this should fail, and it will fail. But it gives a weird error message, and so I'm going to change it so that it gives a better error message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go else if it's a subclass of Graphset, then we do this, else just raise an error. And I think this will also crash. Yeah, so it's saying is subclass requires the first argument must be a class. So this right here only works if this is a class. So in the case of 12 or 13 or whatever, it's not a class. So we have to check if it's a class and then if it's a subclass. In my opinion, this is subclass. You just return false if the first item is not a class, but that's just the way it works. So we'll test if type of Graphset so this is saying if the type, I spelled it wrong, if the type of Graphset is a type, which basically means if it's a class and it's a subclass of Graphset, then we instantiate it. And then if it's either not, so if either of these are false, if either this part or this part is false, then this will get called. So these are the two states that are valid, these two ones. It being a subset or a subclass of Graphset or an instance of a Graphset. And if it's neither of those things, then we will call improperly configured. So we'll test this. Type. Let's see here. Wait a minute, that's not right. Yeah, type of Graphset, we want to do, this is like this. There, type of Graphset equals type. We can also do is instance. I think this is what I was trying to do. It is instance Graphset of type. So if Graphset is a instance of a type, which means is it a class? Yeah, so I'll just say value error. I'll think of a better, I thought that this was going to be built in, but I guess it's not. So yeah, must be a Graphset class or instance. Okay, so now that's done. So this right here, now that we made that change, these can be either instances of a Graphset or a class of a Graphset. And so now we're going to add it so that we can add options. So there's basically two types of options that can exist for a Graphset. The first type of option will be one that applies to all Graphsets. Like for instance, there's this option I want to do called skip. And it'll say like skip 1. And what that means is when you do the tick, it'll only, like for this one, it'll only execute it every other tick. So the first tick you do, it'll execute this force failure, and then the very next tick, it'll skip. And then the next tick, it'll do it, and the next one, it'll skip. So it'll skip 1, and then do it once, and then skip once, and then do it once, and skip once. And if I say skip 2, it'll do it once, and then for the next 2, it'll skip. And then on the third one, it'll do it, and then the next 2, it'll skip. And then, so this is a way to define that you want this poll to happen, what we call this poll skip. Poll skip. So we want the poll to skip 2 ticks. So this will be useful if you have a Graphset that where the poll, it like takes a lot of resources. Like for instance, yeah, this is crashed. Yeah, well, some of the Graphsets, they take a long time. Most of these are not taking a long time, but some of them do. So like this one took 0.01 seconds. This one took like 0 seconds, but maybe one of them takes like 20 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes. And you don't want that poll to happen every tick because that's gonna, maybe it's not necessary. So we have this poll skip, and it'll just be a number that defines how many we skip, basically. So, and this applies to all all of them. So like every single graph set can have a pole skip if we wanted. And so that's the first type of option. The second type of option will be one that's specific for each graph set. Like for instance, system load. When we define this one, we just did 0. So this get load average, it returns 3 values, but we just discarded the last 2. We just used the 1. Well, we can add a option where you can choose which one you want. So that would be an example of a option that is specific to a specific graph set. But first, we're going to do the general options. And so if it's a general option and it's available to all graph sets, then we define it on the base class. So we'll do that here. So we're just going to create and so well, I'll just actually take this out. So this is the constructor. This is the function that gets called when you put parentheses here. These parentheses are basically the init. And so we'll just store this as an instance variable. And for now, this should work. We call it pole skip. What did we call it? Yeah, pole skip. Pole skip. Yeah, so now it works. So now we have to, well, I'm going to stop now, but in the next video, I will actually implement the pole skip. And the way that I'm going to do that is in the models, right before we do the actual poll, we will get the tick.id, which is just a number, and then we will mod the skip. So it would be graphset instance dot poll skip, and if it equals 0, or if it does not equal 0, then we will continue. Basically, we'll do that, but I'm going to do it in the next video. So now we're going to commit. 6, I think. Yeah. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video.